We all strive to live a life wherein we are functioning at our highest self in all aspects of our life: health, wealth, relationships, self improvement, etc. But what is that one thing that is stopping you to show up as your highest self and live your dream life? It is the idea that you do not believe in yourself enough to be functioning at your best self. And what if I told you your self belief is something that you can cultivate and build over the period of time that will help you to function at your highest self and show up as your highest potential? In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you all a scientific backed roadmap that you can follow to strengthen your self belief and show up as your highest potential self. So, in scientific theories, it is known as the self efficacy theory, which is nothing but the fact that do you believe in yourself or not to achieve the goals that you have set for yourself. So whenever we set goals in our lives, we have and we know somewhere down the line that we would be able to achieve it or not. So people who are high on self-efficacy believe that they will be able to achieve the goals that they have set for themselves, whereas people low on self-efficacy do not believe and feel that, okay, this is a goal which is far-fetched, or this is out of my league, and I would never be able to achieve in this lifetime. And hello, whatever you tell your brain, that's exactly how it functions. If you tell your brain that I believe in myself and I feel and I believe that I will be able to accomplish the goal that I have set for myself, you will be able to achieve the goal in reality. But if you tell yourself that you will not be able to achieve in this particular lifespan, guess what? You won't be able to achieve those goals. Now, this conversation might look like something that you might have heard speaking to yourself or speaking to someone. It goes like this. Oh, this is a car that I wouldn't be able to afford in this particular lifetime. Oh, this is a house that I won't be able to afford in this particular lifetime. Oh, if I had the chance to do this, I would do that. So this is the type of conversation a person with low self-efficacy does. But a person with high self-efficacy believes in what he's talking and believes the fact that if he or she sets her mind to something, he or she would end up achieving. That's the exact same thing and the single most important and underlying factor that differentiates from people who are able to achieve unreal stuff in their life, whereas people who don't end up achieving in their life. Before we talk about how you can build your self-efficacy levels, it's important to know where you currently stand at. And there is a scientific questionnaire that can help you with exactly that. I will leave a link in the description box below wherein you can take the test and know your current self-efficacy levels so that you can make use of all the tools and roadmaps that I'm going to be sharing with you all further in the video. Let's take self-efficacy as a muscle that you need to build, and there are 4 ways how you can strengthen this particular muscle. The number one way is to mastery experiences. Now, self-efficacy is built by actually experiencing the stuff. For example, so when I started this particular channel, I didn't know anything about filming videos, editing videos, writing a script, how the editing should be done, what should be the title, what all things that I should be including, how it should be looking, the lighting, the setup, etc. I did not know anything about filming. So that ways my self-efficacy level was low to film videos on the YouTube channel. And slowly and gradually, as I made videos, I understood how the lighting works, how the scripting works, how the mic setup works, basically each and every element of creating a video and presenting to you in a manner wherein your video watching experience is rich. And slowly and gradually, as and when I started creating videos, and right now maybe I am on some 87th or 88th video, and I have done the iteration for the 88th time, I have evolved slowly and gradually. So whenever you feel that, okay, this is something that you do not know, your self-efficacy levels are low. But that's actually an opportunity to upskill yourself, gain the knowledge, and start applying gradually and iterating it again and again to master self-efficacy in this. So right now, my efficacy levels of filming a video is comparatively very high as it was when I had just started posting first or the second video. Also, it is built as and when you iterate. That is why mastering experiences. It is not done in the way wherein you acquire all the information and don't apply it. A lot of people get stuck in just acquiring the information that they want, the best of the information, that stops themselves from applying that information. So the best idea is to gain some knowledge, apply it, iterate it, and then work to better it 1% with every iteration. And slowly and gradually, when I'm on the 200th video of this particular channel, I feel the video that I am creating right now, I would feel, okay, it had a lot of scope of improvement. But that's the case, right? That's how you evolve and you grow. So your efficacy levels is actually built over the period of time as and when you practice and experience something that you have set your mind to. So for example, if you are planning to be your best self, you would not feel your best self on the day one, but you will feel your best self and show up as your best self on the 100th day. The idea is to show up even on the days that you don't feel like being your best self. You need to constantly tell yourself that you are showing up as your best self. That's the main source of increasing your efficacy levels in basically all aspects of your life. Number second is vicarious experience or social models. So you might have heard a phrase that said you are equal to the 5 people who you be with. So if you are with people who indulge in bad habits, the chances are you will be lured into those bad habits and you will find okay engaging in those bad habits. Whereas if you are with people who talk about money, who talk about books, who talk about personal development, chances are you will be motivated to raise your knowledge skill sets and be your best self. And similar is applicable to the content that you consume. If you consume content which is basically entertaining or negative, what is bad happening in the society, if you focus only on that kind of content, it's not going to leave you anywhere. But if instead you replace that content with courses wherein you can develop skill sets that you can apply in your daily life to acquire money and acquire wealth, that will prove to be better as compared to the content that you were consuming that was leading you nowhere. So 2 ways: being with right kind of people, right mindset, being with people who have the similar mindset, and consuming content that will push you to be your best self. Number third is believing that you will succeed. If your point of view in life is to look at things negatively, chances are that you will not end up believing in success. And if you see and focus on all the positive things that are happening in your life, basically what is working as opposed to what is not working, chances are you will be winning and acquiring skills that will help you be your best self. So the idea that what your focus is on is something that you will get more of. If you're focusing on negativity, you will get more of negativity. If you are focusing on positivity, you will attract and get more positivity in your life. Number 4 is the psychological and physiological state. For example, if you eat junk, what do you think you'll be feeling like? Junk. Whereas if you eat healthy, you will be feeling healthy. Also, the content that you're consuming, if it is negative, you will be feeling a lot of negativity. And if you are feeding yourself positive content and eating healthy, your physiological state and your psychological state will be both at its best condition, and that will have the energy to work on achieving your goals. So this is one underlying factor wherein we build up our dopamine levels. I have actually explained in detail about goal setting and dopamine levels in this particular video. So I highly recommend watching this particular video after you have finished watching this video. And the last one is visualization. You need to visualize yourself that you are believing in yourself and you 100% believe that you will be achieving your goal 100% without any doubt to build up your self-efficacy levels. These are the 5 ways you build up your efficacy levels. Number 1, mastering experiences. Number 2, vicarious social models. Number 3, your approach in life. Number 4, your physiological and psychological state. And number 5, your visualization. So again, I have talked about visualization also in this particular video, so I highly recommend watching that video to know more of how visualization can help you not only set your goals, but pursue your goals and also achieve your goals. Now let's dip into neuroscience a little bit to understand the biology of self-belief. So Bruce Lipton in his work has explained about how self-belief in our brain works. He studied the mind, belief, and biology and gave us the scientific reason of how we can believe in ourselves. He mentioned that our cells do not decide our destiny. It's our environment that decides our destiny. Cell functions, cell miniatures respond to our environment that trigger thoughts, emotions in our brain, which directs our destiny. So our cells in our mind is basically reacting to everything that is happening in our environment, which is why the psychological state and the physiological state is a very important factor in building up self-efficacy. The way we perceive reality is what it results into. So for example, if we are perceiving our environment as positive, our cells will react also in the similar manner and it will give us positive outcomes. And if we are perceiving everything in our surrounding negatively, it is going to give us negative outcomes. And trust me, this is something that has happened in my life and I can vouch for this entire thing 100%. While most of our beliefs are formed in our early childhood, but the best way to rewrite these negative patterns is by working on our limiting beliefs that might be stopping us or blocking us from being our highest self. So right now is the best time to start working on our limiting beliefs, rewriting the pattern, cutting the pattern, and then rewriting the pattern, and trick your mind into telling yourself that you deserve to be your best self. I made actually a full video talking about how you can journal, so I highly recommend watching that particular video as well after you finish watching this video. Now let's move on to a roadmap that you can incorporate in your daily life to be your best self by believing in yourself and raising your efficacy levels. The first phase of the roadmap of believing in yourself is self-awareness, is understanding yourself. How you can do that? By number one, journaling. It's the best form to know yourself and build self-awareness, and journaling in a manner wherein you just don't document your day, but you journal on your feelings and get into the deep roots of how and why you are feeling stuff. That's the best form of building self-awareness. Another way you can do that is by doing a SWOT analysis of your strengths and your weaknesses. By knowing what your strengths are, by knowing what your weaknesses are, by knowing and being clear about your opportunities and knowing about what could potentially harm you and what should be your defense to stop the repercussion of the threats that might be pondering on you. This is how you can do a SWOT analysis to build self-awareness. I can actually create a video talking about wherein I mention all sorts of tools that you can use to build self-awareness. Let me know in the comments below if you would like a video wherein I talk about different techniques that you can use to build self-awareness. So when you are aware about yourself, you know the negative patterns and then you distance them from yourself. You would never believe those negative thoughts are your own thoughts, but you would distance yourself from that particular person who has negative thoughts about yourself. This is the number one way wherein you self-sabotage yourself. I've actually created a full video talking about how you are self-sabotaging yourself and how to come out of it. So once you identify your negative patterns, it's now time to break it. You can break that by rewiring your brain and using a lot of journaling methods like scripting, writing your affirmations, chanting your affirmations to reduce and cut your limiting beliefs and slowly and gradually believe in a version that shows up as their highest potential self. The phase number 2 is mindset shift. Now that we are aware about everything about ourselves, it's now time to shift gears into thinking positively as opposed to thinking negatively. Like we already knew how dangerous it could be to think negatively, because that is something that we will end up getting if we thought more negatively. But instead, it's now time to shift your mindset and start thinking positively and only trying to see good in everything. That will enhance more of your positive experiences and get you more of positive results. So whenever you are noticing yourself, you are going towards negativity, you stop yourself then and there and focus on what is working as opposed to what is not working. Number 3 is daily action. I can't stress upon the fact that how actions can make you believe and strengthen your self efficacy levels. So, for example, if I was just thinking negatively about me not being able to build an audience online on YouTube, and I would have never started creating those videos, and I would never come this far by creating videos and iterated myself being better at every video, I wouldn't have just reached this particular place. And chances are I might not have reached maybe 1 lakh or 1 million subscribers. So the idea here is to take actions even if you feel you do not want to take an action, because that is amygdala telling you and stopping you from taking more actions. Set small goals. You do not be overwhelmed with big goals that you have set for yourself. Break those goals down into small actionable steps that you can do on a daily basis or on a weekly basis, and reward yourself for achieving each and every milestone. Chances are in this particular process, you will not realize when you reached your big goal that you were dreading to even start for. And lastly, phase number 4 is embrace challenges. So in this entire journey of building self-efficacy, you will face challenges. But if you never fail challenges, that is when you will never learn. Always have the purview of you either win or you either learn. So if you only win, you will not have chances and opportunities to learn. So it's important to fail, to learn, and get back to winning again. Failing is a part of winning. That is the idea that you should be having while building self-efficacy. For example, many of the videos that I made might not have gotten the views that I had expected or imagined that the video would get. But I never got underestimated for the fact that, okay, this is something that did not turn out my way. But on YouTube, it's the best part about YouTube that a video never dies on YouTube. It is always there, and at any given point, that particular video has the potential to blow up and find its viewers and get its due that it was supposed to get. Now, because people didn't find it, that doesn't mean that particular piece of information or a video is little less than the other videos that I created. It has 100% potential, but it's just that that video has not realized and actualized the audience that it should get. And it can get at any given moment. Like, for example, I'm filming a video. Any video of mine that I have created from past on the YouTube channel is blowing up. It's getting million views. It's getting 10 million views. There are 100% chances of that. So always and always have a purview of a positive mindset and building resilience that will help you build self-efficacy, that will help you believe in yourself, and that will help you to show up as your highest potential. So yeah, that was everything that I wanted to talk about in this particular video. We started with understanding how self-belief is coming in our way of being our highest self. Now that we believe in ourselves, that we can be our highest self, we have already crossed half of the path. We also discussed the 5 sources of where you can build your efficacy levels. And finally, I shared with you all a roadmap that you can use to build your efficacy levels. So yeah, that was everything for this video that I wanted to cover. I hope you are enjoying the videos that I am creating and getting all of the scientific based roadmaps to be your best self. I'm super happy to create them for you. Let me know in the comments, how are you enjoying? I will be super happy to read them as well. So yeah, that was it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video till the very end, and I will see you in another video very soon. Till then, bye-bye.